everybody. How are you? Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday.
Feels like a Wednesday.
I know it does.
I've been off all week.
It's so confusing.
So we are so excited to have Allison with us, who we started a relationship because she was the amazing copywriter who you've worked with us on different projects, but one very close to my heart, our beautiful website. And excitingly enough, you have started a new venture. Why don't you tell us about that?
Yes. So I'm very excited to be a certified yoga teacher, leading people through yoga to find ease and empowerment, but really a big focus is stress over email that leads us to tense up our shoulders and our faces and everything. And I'm just so excited to be here to help you find a little more ease and some tips for how to relax and throughout the madness that is of owning a business or, just being a woman in this world at all, really.
Yeah, and motherhood too. I mean, we have so many moms out there that, there's a lot of stress related to the roles of being a woman, for sure. So we're really excited. We have Allison's very first contribution is on the blog right now. So if you want to check out thebetterbusinessbabe.com, log on to the blog. Allison is going to talk with us about some of the great tips that she shared within that blog post. So let's jump right into it. I was so impacted. I have been sharing a little bit with Allison about one of her very first points about yoga and how important it is as a tool for both our body, mind, personally and professionally, was that yoga teaches you to breathe through challenges. And reading this was like an aha moment for me because I've shared with you that throughout a lot of different stress in 2016, I started to notice that my breathing was totally just off, and it was really tied into anxiety, and I really almost had to reteach myself how to breathe. Is that crazy?
Oh, it's not crazy. Honestly, most of us do not breathe nearly deep enough. We teach ourselves, whether we know or not, to breathe so shallowly. And it really does affect us, not only physically, but mentally, even though we don't realize it. So we'll be walking through some ways to work on that, on how to just take more deep breaths throughout the day, because it can really help more than we think it could. So that's definitely our point number one is learn to breathe through challenges. Point number two is that yoga offers a calm energy. As much as I love coffee, I know you love coffee.
Yes.
We love coffee. But there's a different type of energy that yoga brings through your whole day. So we'll be touching more on that as well.
Right. So when you're talking about the breathing, you kind of said some of the things that are really important is breathing through the movements of yoga is actually something that helps you because the oxygen intake is obviously oxygenated in your brain. Exactly. And so you're releasing the stress and you're getting the positive endorphins. So how could people kind of combine that into their workday?
Exactly. So even if it's just, let's say, and there's a couple ways in the morning, just for 5 minutes, doing a couple simple poses, doing some deep breaths to take in lots of oxygen, because when our brains do not receive enough oxygen, you get more anxiety and stress hormones are released, like cortisol. It's wild, versus when you take deep breaths and you're breathing and matching that to movement. And you're moving your body and breathing while you're oxygenating, you're releasing endorphins. And it's a small thing, but even just for 5-10 minutes, that can make a big effect. It could even just be as simple as breathing through challenges. Let's say you get a stressful client email, or you just open their email and you see all these unread messages that you go, oh my gosh, I can't. Just take a moment. You feel exactly overwhelmed. Just take a moment, shut your eyes. Take 3 really deep breaths in and out, and you might be surprised it'll be a little bit easier after.
And 3 is like the magic number, it seems like, to just really re-engage and get your blood flowing. Is that right? I've heard that a lot.
I think so. I like 3. Yeah. The number. Is there an example for you where you like to take a moment, a few breaths? Maybe it's on one of your photography sessions. If your lighting is very or something.
It's so funny because I have my youngest son, Ryan. He tells me to do the elevator breathing. And so he learned this from his behavioral therapist. And it's... And so when he sees me going anxiety up, he's like, Mommy, Elevator breathing. So, very useful and powerful way to like really engage that even a child could relate to. So yeah, that's one that I do.
That's a good one.
Yeah, girl.
That
So
one.
I know that is a good one. So
Excellent.
the other thing that I found was interesting because you kind of tied in, we all run to mid-afternoon like coffee, energy drinks, and all of these things. And you said, yoga offers a calm energy. And I love that. Can you speak to us about that and why that's better for us?
Oh, for sure. And again, love coffee, not hating on it at all. But there is something where you have that, let's say that drink, that espresso shot, and for some people too, it's jittery. It might cause a lot of energy that's almost anxious. Like if you're so jittery and you're not necessarily focused versus doing a 20-minute like yoga practice or some yoga poses where you're very almost meditatively moving, and when you're matching that breath to movement, it gives you an energy it's lasting, lasts longer, and tends to be more focused. So you have that energy that you tend to. I know when I do my practice and then I sit down to write for my copywriting, my brain just zones. Yes. It's very focused. It's a energy that is just more mindful. I can be more intentional with it.
So it really helps your creativity too and opens that up. Whereas I know sometimes, like you said, with the anxiety or the jitters, if you're drinking too much coffee or whatever you're doing to stimulate and try to get that energy.
Exactly. Especially like you said in the afternoons. Maybe you've had 2 cups in the morning and you still need that energy in the afternoon. Maybe it's just taking 5 minutes to read, do some poses, and trying that out, even just for a week. I mean, what could it hurt to try that out rather than taking 1 more cup of coffee?
Yeah, and it can just be implemented as easy as that, like 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
Yeah, it doesn't have to
any
be
time of day.
a long
It sounds like
situation. Oh, for sure.
I love that.
And one thing that there are links to in the blog are some very specific videos that you can use. So even if you're brand new to yoga or you barely do it, you get to your mat or you don't really know what to do on it. One of my favorites is Yoga with Adriene. She's my favorite.
I love that.
Love her yoga YouTubers, and she is very zen, down to earth, and her practices are very specific. Yoga for an energetic morning, yoga for focus is one of hers. So there's links, like I said, to that in the blog, and those are some great ways to get started as soon as today or tomorrow.
Yeah, I love that. So yeah, we definitely want to give you action steps to get started. So the last point is yoga reminds us to be mindful. And that's like such a hot word right now, or whatever, being mindful, but it's like we really want to be able to put this into practice. So
exactly, because so many of us, right, like we get up and breakfast, especially if you have kids and you're going to school, and then you have emails, and then say you're a business owner and you have like taxes, quarterly taxes. It's almost September 15th. There's all these things going on. So we don't even take, often moments to evaluate our own bodies. So and often by taking 5 minutes, it can help us evaluate our mind as well. So just to sit, shut our eyes, and then kind of do a little body scan. Maybe start with the head, work our way down. And it's crazy. Sometimes you go, oh, my shoulders are so tight. Oh my gosh, maybe I'm holding stress there. And just then say, maybe why am I so stressed with something? And just kind of can lead to taking a little introspection.
Yeah, and taking time for yourself, which we're totally all about that, as you ladies know. So some of the things you said to help us as far as being mindful is yoga allows us to sit with ourselves, our body and minds, which you kind of addressed. 5 minutes is all you need sometimes to just check in, do a little self-care, and then kind of notice your breath, how stressed you are, and then when you are mindful, you can really start to unravel like those things and then get it in a better position.
Exactly, and maybe it's even as simple as you get a client email or some sort of work crisis seems to have come up and going, oh no, and just taking 5 minutes, breathe, and then we might realize it might not be as dire as we thought. 1 year from now, are we still going to be stressed about whatever that email was? If not, it will probably be okay. It might be a little less stressful than we might think.
Right.
And I find breathing is just that perfect way to discover that, and doing just a few poses. Anything with the arms up, that's personally, even just taking if you're just sitting down and you're just like bringing your arms up and breathing in and out, especially when you take up space, your body does feel more confident.
Okay.
They're kind of like power poses, right?
Yeah,
You get your arms
yeah.
up and you take up space. Your body releases hormones, or you literally feel happier, you feel better. So any poses where you can just like get your arms up and take up some space.
That's really cool.
While taking some breaths.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Just for 5 minutes.
You're winning after that.
You're winning.
Yeah, and definitely the science behind that. I know a lot of you might recognize power poses from Amy Cuddy, I believe
That's
it
right.
is. She has a
her
TED Talk.
Is so good.
Go check that out. I mean, it's really cool, the integrated science within even yoga. So,
her recommendation too for Amy Cuddy, which I love, is if you work in an office and you feel awkward, just getting your arms up in the middle of the office, like go to the bathroom. You can just go into the bathroom stall and then just like raise your arms up, or take a little 5-minute walk outside and just get your arms up as a way that you can integrate this, even if you're 9 to 5, even if you're not necessarily working from home where you feel comfortable doing a full yoga sequence.
Yeah, so true. Well, we would definitely, if you have questions for Allison, if you want to engage with her more, you're welcome to put any comments or anything onto this post here that's on the forum. The other things, there's action steps and there's key takeaways that are within the blog post itself. So you can visit that post at thebetterbusinessbabe.com. And the Yoga with Adriene is a really great resource. We linked to that a few times, and it's awesome. Jamie says, I can relate to that coffee gives her bad anxiety. This is Hi Jamie.
Hi Jamie. I feel you, girl. Sometimes if I get like a giant iced Americano, I have energy, but I feel like I'm scattered. I'm checking all my different email accounts. Like it's energy, but it can be so anxious, which I feel like isn't talked about too much.
And again, I think it goes back to mindfulness. Like we get down that wormhole, like you said, we get agitated by something or a client email or a phone call. Then we go, okay, I need this, or coffee, or eating something unhealthy. And it's like, let's just try to integrate maybe something positive like this, a little yoga practice here and there. Also, you can visit your local gym or studio to find an instructor or someone that can show you how to better serve your body and your mind. So Allison is going to be leading some classes. We'll have you jump on the forum and put in there some more information about some upcoming dates where you can practice with Allison. So we're so thankful for you and appreciate your contribution.
Oh, it's so great to be here and love this topic. I think we could all use some more of it. So guys, let's get breathing.
Yes. Oh my gosh, me especially. Okay, ladies.
You.
I know, we can all use it. Well, we really appreciate you guys tuning in and joining us, and thanks again for being part of the Better Business Babe Forum. We want to send you all the amazing content and info, so sign up for our VIP mailing list. Add your girlfriends to the forum. There's so many good things going on here that we would love for you to have your circle of friends. Just be aware of the importance of balance in your business and your life. So again, thanks to Allison.
Well,
and bye, ladies. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and we appreciate you so much.